The humans saw the alien Maid Limping, then did something that shocked everyone. The grand halls of the Galactic Commerce Station gleamed with bioluminescent panels, their soft glow reflecting off the polished obsidian floors. Thousands of species mingled here, traders, diplomats, tourists, all going about their business with practiced indifference. Among them, the cleaning staff moved like ghosts, noticed only when something went wrong. Zixara was one such ghost, a Threndali female. Her chitinous exoskeleton bore the dull gray-green of her lower caste. Forearms worked in practiced efficiency as she scrubbed a spill near the Andromedian restaurant district, her compound eyes downcast as protocol demanded. Her third leg, however, dragged behind her at an unnatural angle, producing a barely audible scraping sound with each step. The injury had happened 3 cycles ago when a Krellian merchant had knocked over a cargo loader. Zixara had been too slow to move. Medical treatment for service caste aliens was expensive, far beyond her means. So she worked through the pain, knowing that complaining would only result in termination. Then she'd have no way to send credits back to her hive family on Threndal Prime. Captain Marcus Webb noticed the limp immediately. The human had been stationed on the Commerce Station for only 2 weeks as part of Earth's new cultural exchange program. Tall by human standards, with dark skin and observant brown eyes, Marcus carried himself with the relaxed confidence that made other species nervous. Humans were still new to the galactic community, unpredictable, emotional, and dangerously creative in ways that made the established powers uncomfortable. He'd been heading to Bay 7 when he saw her. While a dozen other beings passed by without a glance, Marcus stopped mid-stride, his attention fixed on the limping Threndali. "Excuse me," he said, his translator converting the words into galactic standard. "Are you injured?" Zixara froze, all 4 arms clutching her cleaning implements. Service caste didn't speak to station visitors unless directly addressed on matters of service. But this was different. She slowly raised her eyes. "This one is functional, honored visitor," she replied, her voice barely above a whisper. "This one apologizes for any disturbance." Marcus frowned, crouching down to her level, another thing that surprised her. Most species maintained hierarchical distance. "Your leg is damaged. Have you seen a medical professional?" "Medical services are not allocated for this one's caste-level honored visitor." The human's expression shifted, and Zixara recognized anger, though not directed at her. He stood tapping the communication device on his wrist. "Webb to Station Medical. I need a medical team at Corridor 7 Delta immediately." Zixara's spiracles fluttered in panic. "Please, honored visitor. This one cannot afford. Termination will follow." "Nobody's getting terminated," Marcus said firmly, "and you're not paying for anything." Within minutes, a medical team arrived, led by a Centauran physician who looked distinctly annoyed. "Captain Webb, our services are already stretched thin. We cannot provide free treatment to every—" "Bill it to the human diplomatic account," Marcus interrupted. "Authorization code Webb Zeta 77. The physician's expression shifted from annoyance to shock. That account is for embassy emergencies and diplomatic incidents. This is an emergency. Treat her. Now." What happened next became the talk of the station. Marcus didn't just authorize treatment. He stayed. He sat in the medical bay for 3 hours while they repaired Zixara's leg with regenerative therapy, replaced her damaged chitin plating, and ran full diagnostic scans that revealed 2 other untreated injuries she'd been ignoring. Word spread quickly through the service caste networks. A human, a ranked officer, had stopped everything to help a cleaner. The concept was almost incomprehensible, but Marcus wasn't finished. When the treatment was complete, he filed an official complaint with station management about inadequate worker protections. He cited 17 galactic labor conventions that the station was violating, demanded policy reviews, and threatened to bring the matter before the Galactic Council. The station administrator, a pompous Valorian named Kresh, attempted to intimidate the human into backing down. That meeting, recorded by security cameras, became legendary. "You've been here 2 weeks, human," Kresh had sneered. "You don't understand how things work." Marcus had leaned forward, his voice deadly calm. "Then let me educate you. On Earth, we have a saying, the measure of a civilization is how it treats its weakest members. By that measure, this station is barbaric. You have 3 options. Implement proper worker protections, face a human-led investigation that will drag your station's reputation through the mud across 100 worlds, Or I can simply start helping every mistreated worker I see and bankrupting your operation with my embassy's medical bills. Your choice. Kresh filed a formal complaint with the Galactic Council, expecting the humans to be reprimanded for interference. Instead, Earth's ambassador attached Marcus's documentation of labor violations, along with a proposal for galaxy-wide worker protection standards. The motion gained unexpected traction. Species that had endured the current system in silence suddenly had a voice. Within a month, the web protocols were being debated in the Galactic Council chambers. As for Zixara, her life changed in ways she'd never imagined. Marcus hired her as a cultural liaison for the human embassy, not as a cleaner but as an educator, teaching humans about Threndali culture and advising on interspecies relations. Her salary was 10 times what she'd made before. On her first day of real work, Zixara walked into the embassy on 4 strong legs, her carapace polished, wearing the blue sash of an official liaison. Marcus greeted her with a smile. "Welcome aboard," he said. "Ready to change the galaxy?" Zixara's mandibles clicked in what humans would recognize as a smile. She thought about her hive family who would never have to work in pain again, about the hundreds of service caste workers who might finally have hope. "Yes, Captain Webb," she replied. "This one is ready." As she passed through the embassy doors, other workers throughout the station paused in their tasks, watching. Something had shifted in the galaxy's ancient social order, and it had started because one human had stopped to ask a simple question. "Are you injured?" Sometimes the humans had learned long ago on their own world. Revolution begins not with grand declarations or mighty armies, but with one person who refuses to walk past suffering, who sees an individual where others see only a function, who asks, "Are you okay?" and actually waits for an honest answer. The galaxy was still learning this lesson, but the humans were patient teachers.